What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Yes, I've got a cap. Yes, it's got my merchandise or logos all over it. I don't know quite yet if I want to actually sell these. I just made one for myself. Actually, I made two. Let me know in the comment section if there's some interest. Maybe we should do it, maybe not. I do, however, have some stickers, and there is a competition running on my Instagram where you could win some of these stickers. So this is a new brand that I'm working on. This is JDM Junkie. See the little dude injecting some JDM goodness into his arm? That's JDM Junkie. I'm giving away some of my old stickers because Nelcal JDM, and I'm giving away the Godzilla hand coming through the logo type thing. Anyway, excuse the mess. I'm busy working on something. Back to the title of the video, why you actually came here. Right, you'll remember I had issues with the the engine stand, trying to hold up the RB20. Yes, it's a heavy engine, but I had issues with the 1,000-pound and the 750-pound engine stand. I put them both to the test. They both failed horribly. I did, however, find a video on TommyFyeah's page. Yes, the god himself of all JDM goodness. TommyFyeah has the exact engine stand.
This is where we left off last night. Terrifying. But today it is Tuesday.
And he got his to work. Right, so as you can see, here's the engine stand. All looking fine. It's actually level at the moment. It's kind of leaning a little bit to the right. How I fix this is he gave me the idea in his video. As you can see, he's got issues with his. His was sagging. What was his words exactly?
Watch your faces.
Watch your dicks.
God, that's so nice. Before, it would literally sag down 4 inches, I'd say. It'd be like, now it looks pretty level. Does it look level?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It actually looks good.
So it was sagging. What did he do? He welded on a freaking jack. The exact jacks that I have here. Right? Those guys down there. Now the problem with that is you kind of have an issue where it's going to always be mounted on the... Looks like there's something on my nose, but there's not. It's just the... Never mind. It's always going to be mounted on the engine stand. That means when you get to the point, let's say the head comes off and you actually want to turn the block so you can start working in from the sump side, you're not going to be able to. You're going to knock it. I was going to do that. And then I spoke to my old man, who's by trade a fitter and turner, mechanical engineer. He's like very clever up here, unless it comes down to computers. I told him about the idea, and he's like, no, he doesn't even want to listen. He's got a better idea. Yes, he appreciates that was a rush and they needed it then, but he's going to make something cool for me. And this is what he did. I told him at 10 p.m. in the evening, and all he asked for was the thickness of this over there, and then the height from here to the sump. Now what he did is he made this plate, and I've got bolts that are running that way across, holding it in, and then I've taken the scissor jack from the Nissan Skyline, and I'm just going to pick up another scissor jack off wherever, actually, AutoZone or something, and the scissor jack is now bolted onto this. So I mean, this is not going anywhere. I've got these two because the sump is obviously not level, and it's propped it up very, very, very nicely, and it's working perfectly, and it's fully level, so the pin comes out with ease now. You can turn it. Obviously I'm not going to turn it with the jack on, but that solved that issue. I mean, if you all remember, this thing was sagging like, what did Mick say? An 87-year-old grandmother who's breastfed 13 children. I think that's what he said. Mick, there's places you can go for that sort of stuff. Anyway, that means that we can get cracking properly on this RB20. I'm probably going to start working on it in the next day or two. I'm going to come in for an evening. We're going to try and pull as much apart from the head as we can, and then hopefully lift the head up. That being said, I need to organize my garage first. And it's one hell of a mess here for good reason. One, I've got well, it was my daughter's bookshelf that we started primering and we're going to paint, but that's another story. That's now in the garage, and she got something way, way cooler because we didn't like this. This is here now. I'm going to start putting stuff. getting rid of all this junk that's on here because it shouldn't be. Put up another shelf. That was done today. I have another piece of, what do you call it? Mezzanine. The skyline just fell through. Melamine. Something like that. That's going to go up there. And then I'm going to put stuff like the pressure washer and those empty bottles that I use for petrol and whatnot. And then rearrange all my goodies. Like up there, stuff that I never touch, HRD lights, like everything is sealed except for that one. Everything else is sealed. And then up here I've got all this goodness if you haven't already seen. Oh, and I've got, boom. It's got lights. Alright, so what do we got up here? If you guys haven't seen this, just for interest's sake, there's a little controller for the lights. So I got a remote control for it. There's a little RX-7 FD up there. There is an HKS EBC5 inside that box, full complete. There's an empty box AM wideband, gauges that I never landed up using, I'll use for a project car, Blitz dump valve, TommyFyeah fuel pressure regulator that's actually in the box. That's a Grady twin intake single turbo, some HKS filters, an empty sparker box, some HKS intakes, some Apexy, what do you call them, super intakes, a cheap helmet, a Blitz radiator cap, an MR2 steering wheel, a Skyline police car, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turbo timers, and a pivot volt stabilizer, A86 Hachiroko, I think, RX-7 steering wheel, and the fastest 2-liter award thing back in the day, R32 ECU, FD3 SECU, because I got Apexy Power FCs in there. I do have my old camera set up on a jack stand. This is one hell of a mess that I'm busy sorting out. Inside this box I've got all the bits for this engine, plus the intake sitting on the top. All needs a clean up. Those things are going to come off. RB20 EFT over here, you know, that plate, plus coil pack covers and all that are getting sprayed with that Rust-Oleum stuff, but that's not the actual color that you see on the label. It is oil brushed summer. It's kind of like Millennium Jade, but for the cheap ass like me. Anyway, that's the garage. That's what's happening in the garage. GTR. Well, what I need to do, I need to throw on some clamps. I have a leak, and I've got some bunch of clamps that I'm throwing on the radiator. I was using some crappy clamps. I actually don't have, I chucked them already. They kind of look like this, but there's a bolt over here, and it's the ones that came with the car originally, and I think they're kind of just like old and worn and, you know, been over tightened during the years, and I'll put them back on, and it's leaking on the both pipes, the bottom pipe and the top pipe. So I've got some new clamps, I need to throw those on, and then I'm done. I can start taking the car out a little bit. I've still got that crappy electric fan on that, well, we'll see how it goes, but I'm likely going to go back to a viscous, but a GK Tech or whatever old tangles let me know about. What else? I got 10 spark plugs, that's for the GTR. No, not all 10, but 6 are going to go in the GTR. And I'll probably gap them, I don't know, those are the copper ones, probably gap them by like 0.1 mil, because they are 1.1, but they should still be fine for what I'm running. I'm only on about 400 horsepower anyway. Then we're good. Then I want to get this car out of the garage, and I want to bring the silver RX-7 back in here, because I have some exciting news, and it rhymes with Colset. You figure it out. Let me know in the comments if you figured it out. If you didn't, then there's something wrong with you. No, there's actually something wrong with me. That is pretty much it for the video. How long have I been recording now? 9 minutes 44 seconds. That should be enough to give me a 10-minute mark to load a whole bunch of ads. But no, I'm just kidding, because now they're doing 8 minutes, so we're good. Not that I make any money on these damn videos. I make like $1, if even, if I'm lucky. That is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support. Let me know about the caps. Stickers, I don't know. If you guys want to buy my merch, just let me know. I think the new one's quite cool, the JDM Junkie. I've actually got a cap that I made with the JDM Junkie logo. You know, this one that I showed you in the beginning of the video. And here, and then I got the whole Nelcal thing on the back. That is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you all next one. Peace. Ow.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction, cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.